What up, y'all? We are back. Yes, I'm talking about the We Talk Like This podcast. Listen, before we get into it, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, share, like, comment. Make sure y'all share. We are growing. Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
And
we are growing.
I know y'all notice the difference. We got rid of Lab Love, thank God, and we replaced Erica. We got the trash out of here.
Got all that trash and toxicity out of here, man.
And if you wonder why we didn't call you, this is just telling you right now. You're out of
here. We ain't even telling you,
nope. He'll know.
If you watching your ass been
replace it up, I guess.
Erica Duches, hey man, listen, man, thank you for coming on. Appreciate you. If y'all don't know Erica, y'all will know her. She's with the Ha Mafia. She got a lot of accolades, man, and she's doing it big. And I think out of that whole talented camp, she's the only female.
Yeah, out of both of them. Don't forget, I'm the first lady of Rich Bro.
What? Oh, see?
Yeah, it is.
See?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
And she looked like I don't know. Shout out to K-Dub. But listen, man, we are here on a real serious note.
We gotta
talk about it. Everybody else is talking about it. The world is talking about it. We're talking about the incident that happened in Frisco, Texas with I think the young man Austin Metcalf and Karmelo with a K. The tragic stat.
Yeah.
To me, it's we all lose on this one, man. I mean, it's just a thing in society where a sad situation all the way around, man. But my problem with this situation.
Well, first of all, let's explain the situation.
All right, so
for those who have not heard of it,
right? For those of you who hadn't heard, that's what I'm saying allegedly because the media again is at it again. So allegedly, this young man,
black student,
what's his name?
Karmelo
Anothony. I don't know how I could forget that name. Karmelo Anothony.
Right.
He was at a track meet, okay? And he went up under a tent to shield himself from the rain. And the white kid, Austin Metcalf, he approached him and asked him to leave. And allegedly, one thing turned to another, and Austin grabbed Karmelo. Karmelo went into his backpack, grabbed a knife, stabbed him in the heart, killed him.
Well, he had been being bullied.
Okay, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
So that is the story that the media is pushing. Now, here's my problem. Okay, no facts have come out. But my problem is the media is pushing it as if Karmelo is this aggressive guy. He's this hood dude. He came there to start a fight. Why does he have a knife on school campus, which it wasn't a school. It was a school function. Okay. Now, and then they're making it out to whereas Austin Metcalf is this God-sent angel. He doesn't bother nobody and this and that, and he was just there and he got stabbed in the chest. So to me, the media is manipulating the public to create racial tension.
Even a different way they show the pictures. One of them smiling, look upbeat, and then show him his mugshot.
Right, exactly. You know? And then they tried to go into the families as if, he's probably from a one-parent home. When in fact, Karmelo Anothony has both of his parents. Karmelo Anothony has 2 jobs. He has a high GPA, and he's a star athlete with in 2 sports. Okay, but they never mentioned that. They failed to mention it. Yeah. But with Austin Metcalf, he's a 4.0 student. He's on the football team. He has a twin brother. Oh, how he died in his brother's arms. But there are so many reports coming out that Austin, God rest his soul, and his brother was bullying this kid. Yeah. They're saying that, hey, they didn't know each other. When they got pictures from a previous post that was put up or whatever, and that the two had gotten into it before, and Austin saw this kid, and him and his brother took part
in bullying
and fighting him, but they're not telling that part. So to me, I'm looking at the media and how it's always been set up to make us the villain until we're proven that we're not. And that to me really bothers me. You know,
I just I want them to keep the same energy. You know, it's not enough facts out. It's all over the place for me to really speak on it, but keep the same energy. When a white guy, Kyle Rittenhouse, was 17 too and had a gun and shot somebody, y'all wasn't going after him. You can't go after this dude. He felt his life was threatened too. Both 17 years old with a weapon on them. Somebody bothered them and they used lethal force. I ain't here to say right or wrong, but if you're going to do it for the white boy, you got to do the same, have the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was cool with him doing it, defending himself, but now when the black kid defending himself, not something wrong.
You know what? And go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll play devil. I'll play the devil's advocate on this one, whether y'all find it right or wrong. First of all, nobody deserves to die over a bully situation. I don't care what your race is. I mean, get knocked upside the head a few times till you learn your lesson. I understand.
I agree with that.
But even defending yourself, stabbing somebody in the heart, that was a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
You expect different from this country?
You know what?
And I hated that it just so much about race though all the time.
That's what this country is.
I want to know what, and that's probably the reason why he had a knife in his book bag in the first place. Because he was getting bullied. You just don't walk around with a knife in your book bag.
You do not.
Whoa. I beg to differ. Do y'all, Erica, let me ask you this, and ask all y'all. How many times have y'all walked into a store or somewhere in public and y'all saw a white boy and y'all see that little pocket knife on his hip? How many times have y'all seen that?
Well, a lot.
Have you went and said to yourself, what is he doing with a pocket knife? Is he going to harm somebody? Nobody thinks that. So what's the problem with this kid walking around with a pocket knife, as they say he always does? So white boys will drive around with them big ass guns in their trucks, in the window. Ain't nobody saying, why does he have a gun? I'm scared. But now
because this is the country that we live in.
Okay,
bro.
I get that. So we
what do you expect?
We can't have double standards. Erica,
we do have double standards.
Yeah, we have double standards.
We do.
We have double standards, and that's just what it is. And that
so you as a young black male have to understand now. It's also a situation is I'd rather be judged by 12 than get hurt by 6 as well. But was his life in danger? Or was he was just getting bullied? It's like, I can't take this no more.
The road when it comes to the trial. Was your life in danger? Because if he was something where the guy just pushed him and he stabbed him because he said, "Don't touch me," it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem. Now also reports are coming out that both brothers jumped on him, and they were jumping on him. I've read that as well. So again, we can't really make judgments until the facts come out. The facts come out.
We might not ever find out what the true facts are.
Yeah.
Because I seen something come down my timeline when it was a witness, a guy who was actually there. He said, "Man, what they saying is not true." He said, "Those boy, that man was over there by himself. They walked to him." Exactly. I read the same thing. He said he on a speaker thing. He said they walked over there. They were messing with that man.
Well, they probably have been bullying him for a long time. Bullies don't. It ain't no one time thing.
And then here's another.
Bullies don't stop because you ask nicely.
And
they sure do not.
Point. From what I've also read that some of the coaches told him to go under the tent because it was raining. So who are you to go and remove me physically after a coach told me I can be there? And then there was no assigned seating. So come on, man. So the thing is, if both of them have to take accountability because they always holler, well, there's no mental I guess they're saying.
Listen, on a high school bully, it's only two ways a high school bully gonna stop is when y'all graduate and you don't see him no more, or he get his ass whooped.
Oh no, Sean, I don't agree with that because just day before yesterday we was at lunch and a high school bully slapped the shit out you, and that happened.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah, that's
because if I had a bully in like 8th or 9th grade and I see them today, they ain't gonna touch me. They're not gonna touch me.
Everybody has matured.
But you know what, nigga would. And you know what? I think Karmelo Anothony was on that same energy. I wish you would. I'm tired of you bullying me. So again, just like they're saying,
Why does he have a knife? Well, why do you feel like it's your responsibility to remove someone from a tent that wasn't
because they were bullying.
Mind your business.
Because they were bullying him.
Not only that, they're saying, well, why did he have to stab him? Why did you have to touch him? So it goes.
That is a big leap, though.
It is a hell of a leap.
It's a hell of a leap.
If he just if they jumped it, that's one thing. But if dude goes, man, get your ass, he pushed him, and then you
stabbed
him.
No, yeah, you
that's a lot.
Push, that's a lot.
It ain't a lot. That's you meant to do that.
That's a lot.
You meant to do that. So
but apparently he did not have the knife in his hand already. They came over there bothering him, and they allegedly he went in his book bag to grab it to defend himself.
Right.
So I don't know if that gonna mean something different, but.
And it's the thing. What is another part of it? If he pulled his knife out and you kept bullying him,
yeah.
Now where do we go? Or if he go ahead.
Just me, I just get into things a little deeper than just what they put out there with situations like this. Because I'm a mama, right? My heart just go out to both of their moms. Both of them. Like, you have her son is dead and gone, and he's not coming back. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was in fault of the situation or whatever it was, they kids. Even though I'm not saying that that's an excuse and it's not right to bully people, but
that's what kids do.
So I don't want to feel like, I don't want him to look like black and white, right, wrong. In this situation, it's no weakness.
Let's say everybody in the situation was black. How you look at it then?
Well, what's going to happen? The media is going to portray it as the white. Media is going to make it. If you're right, that's number one. But if it does, they're going to twist the narrative and say, "Well, he was defending himself. The black guy was messing with him, and this and that, and he was defending himself." That's what's going to happen, instead of just automatically saying, "Oh man, this white kid stabbed this black kid in the heart and killed him over a seat."
Now, I'm not saying to flip it. I'm saying if everybody in the situation was black, if the victim and everybody was black.
It wouldn't make the news, and they'll just say it's them.
This is the sad part. The sad part. In our community, if it happened in our community, we'll talk about it and be like, "Oh well, it happens." And that's what's wrong with our community. We don't want to hold each other accountable, but when somebody else do something to us, we ready to go up in arms, we ready to march, we ready to kumbaya, we ready to do all that. So we got to hold ourselves accountable. So in return, they will hold themselves accountable, and we can hold them accountable. But the thing is, that is a great question, Sean. And honestly, I feel like I gave an answer that a lot of people ain't gonna give. We got to hold our goddamn selves accountable.
I don't think we don't as a community a lot of times. We you're right. When when white folks attack us, it's a whole community thing. But we kill each other every day.
Every day, and nobody says nothing. We'll talk about it. We'll joke about we'll joke about it, how shameful it is, or how it went down, and then it's a wrap. So we got to look at ourselves in the mirror. We got to say, listen, in order for us to get respect from any other race, we got to respect ourselves. We got to hold us accountable first and go from there.
I just be wondering, like, okay, I had a conversation one day with Dick Gregory, right? And he was talking. We was talking about the black on black crime and all that stuff, right? And I hate that anything with black, it just stands out. I just look at us like royal people. That's probably why.
And we are.
And we all just we royal. But my thing is just okay. When in China, who killing the people in China when they had their murder? It's just China.
They killing each other.
They killing each other. In white communities, it's a lot of white on white crime.
When white person you kill in the trailer park, it's another white person that killed.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why we just, even though I don't like black on black crime. And I do believe it's been a lot of senseless crime within our community.
Right.
Like, we got to do better as far as our purpose.
I think two problems with that is, one, we're such a small population in this country. We're only 13 to 14%, so our murder rate is going to be magnified. Secondly, we do not control any media. So what gets pushed to the forefront, we have no control over. So you're always gonna see the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So the nightly news in every major city is black males killing each other, and we have no control over that.
Right.
As opposed to the other ones, it's rural crimes, but that's so far in the middle of nowhere, it's not going to be seen on the nightly news.
It's not going to be reported.
Yeah, I just
Why do you think it's so frowned upon in our community for us to speak out against shit we don't like or stuff that's detrimental though? Like it's almost baked into the cake to where you hear stuff like, I ain't gonna do them white folks work for them. But bro, if somebody doing something in our community to somebody in our community, it's our responsibility to speak up and say something.
Because we've let the kids run the asylum now. It's the youth that's pushing the narrative, and they on some bullshit.
And their narrative is mind your business. But it's always mind your business until you need us to be in your business.
Yeah, I never understood how black people will make an excuse for black people who harm other black people.
Oh yeah, we make excuses for niggas to sell drugs all day.
It is
or anybody.
It's crazy. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your grandma can't come outside. She can't water her grass. She can't walk to the store. She don't get knocked in the head. We know who's doing it. We know the exact person who was in the neighborhood breaking their cars.
Mm-hmm.
They won't about to say no.
And that's crazy. But and if you do tell you,
and we off subject a little bit, but you know,
okay, let's say you are living in that neighborhood, and let's just say hypothetically speaking, the person that did it, they still in that neighborhood, and you still have to live there. So why would you tell them?
Well, you know what? You make a good point.
Because you gotta live in that neighborhood.
You gotta live there.
But you know what? I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Sean be breaking in cars.
You're not.
Because
you ain't gonna just you may want to say that, but it's gonna be it's gonna be some kind of repercussions behind that.
Okay, so there's a Atlanta Hawk basketball player. I don't remember his name. Came into some money, bought this crib in our neighborhood for his mom and his brother. The brother young, brother millionaire. Buy him a Hellcat. He in the neighborhood doing donuts. There's people walking their dogs, children playing, stuff like that. People keep telling him, stop, young man, stop. He ignoring everybody. The men in the neighborhood stop. They call the cops. The cops can't do nothing. They ain't catch him in the act, this, that, and other. And so he'll get drunk and do the shit. Well, Hellcat got the scoop on the bottom. Did donuts hit the curb, knocked it off. He's too drunk, don't even know. He go to the house, leave it right there. The HOA come get it. Now you can match to the car and go to the cops. Cops come down there and they look at and people were so happy that the cops was actually doing something. People from the adjacent neighborhood came to try to watch this dude get arrested, and he did not get arrested. But they told him, I said, one more time, that's it. He did it again. And in the HOA meeting, they made the determination, we're going to, whatever the cops told them to do, take the appropriate steps. You have people in the HOA meeting that resign. I ain't going to be responsible for sending another black man in jail. Motherfucker. He around here fucking putting everybody in danger. He drunk. Children can't play. People pay a lot of money for their houses, man. They want to be safe. And he is acting a fool. So I just don't never understand that. Like, you will be responsible for putting another black man in jail, but the black man is terrorizing other black people.
Right.
Some niggas just got to go to jail.
Some people, but let me say this, and it probably might
we way off the subject.
In this Karmelo Anothony, Austin Metcalf situation, we don't know the facts. We ain't gonna tell you we know the facts, but I will say this: if Karmelo is wrong and he went to pick a fight and do whatever they said he did, yes, he deserved to go to jail. Simple as that. He deserves to go to jail. But what I will not do, I will not stand by idly and let any of you people, especially you goddamn coons,
because they out there,
coons,
vilify
this young man and sway the public like he is a villain. He's a scumbag. He's a dirt of the earth without any facts. And there are some black people out here that's doing that shit. You got the Jason Whitlocks and with his fat funky sour ass. He every time. Have you heard this?
Let me
man?
tell you. Let me tell
Every
you
time
about.
every time he comes on the air, he has something disparaging or crazy or negative to say about black people.
I have a theory about Negroes, tap dancing Negroes like that.
Mhm.
So it sounds, the venom sounds like he got something against this young man. I promise you he don't. He know that black people support this young man. He don't like black people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say whatever I got to say to get under y'all's skin.
Exactly.
Niggas like that kill me because that's your MO.
Yep.
You will say anything, you will do anything to thumb your nose at the black community. Now, why you like that? Maybe in school you tried to holler at a sister and she ain't fuck with you. You was bullied or something like that. And now you, for the rest of your life, you trying to get your lick back. That's what niggas like that feel like to me. You know, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to say the opposite. If black people going right, I'm going to go left, and I'm going to ring a bell to let white folks know, hey, I'm not with them.
But check this out, man. He has done it so bad and so regularly and so aggressively into this racist, this known race. I don't know, have you ever heard of Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, he's racist.
A known racist. Guess what this racist said to him on national TV? Jason Whitlock, you are a token. You don't even know it. You a token. Do y'all know what a token is? A token is that nigga that white folks use to say what they want to say, but they can't say. And so, dude, if you're that crazy with it and a racist call you that, obviously there's a problem. And guess what Jason Whitlock said when this dude said it?
What?
Nothing. He always going at somebody else. Him and Stephen A. Smith into it. He into it everybody.
He got other personal issues.
Man, somebody.
What? Okay,
a lot of time when men like that, it be like the penis. Like he probably didn't get as
LDE.
Yeah, he just it's penis.
The dick energy.
If a nigga had a big dick, you think he'd be sitting around doing like
You see how chill I am, Erica?
Hey,
you see me getting high?
Hey, well look, the other half of my dick in the car. So hey.
Ain't no nigga with no big dick gonna be out here with like that.
Yeah, man, it's Jason Whitlock's and there's another guy, the gay dude, Rob Smith. If you go to their social media, I just go to it just to cringe and put some fucked up shit on there and leave. They are literally and blatantly saying fucked up shit about black people. And then they were even going to say, and you black people and this and that, as if they're not even black. They saying fucked up.
Let me ask y'all this. What if the kid Karmelo, what do you think is gonna happen or should happen if he gets convicted and gets 10 years in prison?
If he gets convicted, I will put it to you like this. It's nothing we can do about it, but I would say this. I would say the law of the land, it is, to me, it is not in favor of people of color. It's not in favor for people. But
we can't do nothing if it happens. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I just pray. I just pray
Yeah.
that he get whatever happened is fair.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
We want
a fair trial,
and that's my whole thing. And
stop painting people before the
stop
trial.
painting the picture of either, because you got to understand on the black side they saying they coming back with some crazy shit they saying about this white boy and his family. I mean, it's on both sides.
They paint the white families as
but they paint both families as being, but a lot of stuff that's being
to be fair, the white family they're probably not a bad family. You just raised two bullies.
Whoa.
They're bullies. Bullies are bullies, bro, and they don't necessarily come from bad people.
Man, let me tell you something.
Hurt people.
Let me tell you something. That internet is a motherfucker. They didn't dug up that dude. Daddy is a sex offender. They didn't. People gonna do their research to win an argument. They gonna do their research to win an argument. So the thing is, what has happened was the media and some of these white social media users and the coons have dug up all this stuff on Karmelo's family, and guess what? Couldn't find nothing. They thought he came from a single parent home. Both parents are together, but guess whose parents are not together? Guess whose daddy got the sex? So the thing is, everything they're pushing, it seems like the other side has to push harder to prove the other side wrong.
What is the thing? Steve, you gotta do your research, because if you don't, you end up in a situation like us where you defending some bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like last Was it last week?
Oh, yeah. Y'all, you niggas. Yeah, guess what? Guess what, man? This is why. This is the main reason we replaced you, Lab, right here. You was the main one in this bush camera in that bullshit. This is why you here, Erica. Last week, in one of our greatest episodes, these niggas were defending the young man at McDonald's. He left his kids at McDonald's.
For a job interview.
I was playing devil's advocate.
His job interview, and they was like, "Yeah, man, the man working hard for his kids, and he got one more struggling." And I was, I was struggling, and you know all that.
Right now we're gonna insert and see what Steve said. Right at this moment, right here, we're gonna insert and see what Steve said.
I said, man, that nigga don't even go to jail. Ain't no, you leaving the goddamn 1-year-old, 1-year-old by himself.
Yeah, when I was 10-year-old was watching.
Yeah, but he was 1. What can a 10-year-old do with a 1-year-old?
Oh shit, I grew up like
you can do a lot with it. Hey, don't get your mama put in jail.
It's too late, we grown now.
but we defended him, and turns out the nigga was selling drugs.
The nigga was selling dope.
When I seen it, I knew that nigga was lying.
Lab, this is why you not here.
Soon as I said that nigga lying.
Erica was like, I bought a dime from this nigga 2 weeks ago.
The kids turned him up, right? Didn't
I don't know.
The kids say, my dad always do this.
Yeah, first time. That's why they 34 times leaving him in now.
Hey, man.
More than 10-year-old, her ass don't got time. I got them children.
She like a...
So she don't blow the whistle. Because it's what? They were like 3rd or 4th time doing it.
What? Was it?
I don't know.
Yeah. So his 3rd or 4th time doing that. Little girl told you, and you do this all the time.
Damn.
So she don't got time.
And see now now we as a black community, we done rallied.
We didn't rally
to defend this nigga.
But you know what really made me mad? This nigga crying about it. Man, Mom was in tears.
It hit me in the heart.
And Lab swung on me outside. I'm like, man, you wrong with a black man. Listen, come to find out this nigga
selling dope.
That's why your ass is gone, Lab.
This just came in my spirit. Sorry. Okay, this just came in my spirit. It's like social media is like some comments sometimes can be the worst place to be. You so crucial in that motherfucker. Like you want to go in there, you gotta take a deep breath or drink or something, right? Cause them comments
will tear your ass apart.
It will tear your ass apart. But I'm listening to y'all conversation about what the people saying. Okay, now that we don't have no more like leaders. We don't have no more like Martin Luther King, no more Andrew Youngs, anybody that's ready just to stand in front of the people and vouch for us. Right. We're not having that no more. We getting a lot of our shit done through them people and got them coming. So I don't know how the hell they find out who these people is. They can find out. Let something happen at a restaurant. They're gonna find out.
They'll put your picture up. Hey, who is this? In 10 minutes, they'll know your whole.
Here go his mama, and she work at the post office. They'll tell me that.
So Eric, I'm glad you said that because that is what happened with the white kids, mom and dad. The media tried to make Karmelo Anthony's parents seemed like they were these bad people. And them niggas went in them comments and they came up with the daddy as a sex offender.
So and they find you go Google that shit, they be about white.
So now the narrative they're pushing now is the money that was raised for Karmelo Anthony's legal defense
should be taken away.
This should be taken away, and now they're saying that they took it and they're buying a house with it. So black people, no, that's what the narrative they're pushing out. They're buying a house, or they scam. So they exactly.
He's already out.
He's out, right, but they're saying the money that was raised, he's buying his parents.
I mean, because we have been burned by dumb shit like that, like the BLM people. They done raised thousands, millions of dollars.
These motherfuckers bought houses.
And we out here looking stupid marching.
Man, that's crazy. You know what? See, that's why I'm so scared of the future. Right? Because when you seeing all this, and plus, things gonna be around for centuries. We're gonna hear about this and hear about that. It's gonna be hard to get
the truth.
You know what I'm saying? A troop of people to be really willing to do stuff and be giving and do stuff like that when we need that type of stuff.
Yeah, like I can't even answer my phone. It's so much bull scams. Like I can't trust nothing or nobody.
Nothing.
I almost got you last.
You did.
Man, it's so much. But I'm saying all this, and this probably just my opportunity just to get all this, all like we losing. Like them kids, they gone.
Yeah.
He gonna do something. I don't know what it is, but he's still gonna live. Whether he get off free or what,
He's still gonna go through
he's
something.
still gonna have to live with him killing somebody for the rest of his life. So it's really not no win really for nobody.
Nobody.
So our youth, man, just like the young kid now who just killed himself. You know what I'm saying? The LSU.
Oh, yeah. What happened with that
situation? Shout out to Karmelo and his family. Our condolences to his family.
Right, man. So
I don't know the
We got to
details
teach
on
kids
that.
to think before they act.
Man, it's like when I was growing up, we had like YMCA, we had boys and girls club. We stayed in the project, but shit, and we had a library, we had a goddamn daycare center,
and we was hunching.
But not
we was hunching back in the day. Was you hunching back in the day?
Oh yeah. But you know, we all have done stuff. Go back in your childhood. Think about the stupid stuff you did. If you would got caught, you be in jail now.
Exactly.
We all got that stuff, man. So it's like we just gotta teach kids like just take a breath and think before you react, because it'll change your life, man.
Yeah. One bad mistake.
One bad mistake, dog.
I call my kids right now. Every day I tell them, like when my boy's gone, but one of them got it tatted on him. Like my daughter, every day I tell her, baby girl, I love you. You're beautiful. Life is all about great decisions. Every day I tell her that. Life is all about your choices.
Acting logic and not emotional. But as far as you calling your kids, don't call them badass kids up there.
I was in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program for 9 years. So my little and my godson, the thing I would always tell them, you gonna make mistakes. Do not make the ones that's gonna affect the rest of your life. You gonna make mistakes.
And Sean, here's the thing.
If you're gonna get a tattoo, just get it on your arm. Don't get it on your goddamn face. Everybody gonna see that shit.
Sean, here's the thing. The sad reality, I want to pick it back on something Erica said. Even if Karmelo Anothony get off, he's gonna live with these repercussions for the rest of his life. Why? Because it's gonna be somebody in public that sees him and they're gonna want to start some fucked up shit with him. It's gonna be a long road ahead of him.
How old is he?
17. So you know,
you gotta delete all your social media at this point. Your family, they can't be on that no more.
So at this point, what I think we're all here saying, the message from this podcast is, listen, know the facts and stop trying to villainize our kids when without the facts. Give this young man a fair trial, a fair shake. Let due process take its place, just like you would if the roles were reversed. And the last I would say is act in logic, not with the emotions. I think if this kid hadn't acted, with his emotions, both of them, excuse me, not this kid, both of them, out of emotions, none of this would be happening.
So that's not.
And fuck them coons.
Trying to control them emotions. Them emotions is a mud.
Yeah, but when you young, they're super hard to control.
Super hard, bro.
It's so emotional.
I'm at this age I am in trying to control emotions.
Imagine
20 or 30 years ago.
Let me say, I used to volunteer. When I lived on the South Side. I used to volunteer at North Clayton High School. I used to just go up there, and I used to volunteer at a after school program as well. And you had these bad kids, but when you sit down and talk to them, like the stuff they going through at home,
they come.
Some of them they ain't ate breakfast or lunch. They ain't seen their mom in 2 days. You don't know what these kids going through at home.
The bullies is different now, because I would speak to a class and she warned me. She said, we gotta, I go speak every year for a little stretch there. Said, we got a bully in the classes. Like, all right, bullies all the time. She said, nah, he gay. I was like, okay. I like, all right.
Take it ass.
I like, all right. So when I get in there and go, nah, she say gay. So I'm still like, I'm like, how that work? I'm like, nah. She said he gay. When I get in there, he was super gay and he was the bully. And it was so odd for me because I put myself, you had student athletes in there, man. You had football players in there.
And he bullying him.
Nigga, I'm walking up, I'm talking to him. Nah, I'm talking to one of the dudes, talking to everybody going down. He gonna say, boy, you lying. And boop, he said, boop, he booped him on his nose, man, as he was walking by. So she looking at, she know I'm a comedian. She looking at me like, don't do it, don't do it. And I'm looking at the football player like, nigga, that's what y'all doing? Y'all letting them, y'all getting booped in the nose now? He said, boop. He said, boy, you lying, boop, and booped him. Nigga, do you know what happened when we was in school?
Oh my God!
If a gay dude with a boop.
And first of all, back when we were in school, they wasn't gay, they were sissies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sissy had a
But niggas say, boop, he took his finger and boop.
Man, Mom, that's almost pissed off. I had to really sit here and roll that shit back in.
I got that picture of me posing with the class. I was sitting, I'm gonna text it to y'all. And y'all see, y'all me ain't tell which one I'm talking about.
Y'all, you have been booped on your nose.
Yeah, boop. Boy, you lying. A boy bye. He said, boy bye. Boy, you lying. And boop.
What is that gay boy? Somebody in his family is like a gangster or somebody. He must have like some kind of history in order for them to not want to touch him.
Or he got some on him.
Or he'll scratch your face.
I couldn't understand why she just was letting them run amok like that.
Scratch your damn face. Don't get your face scratched.
Everything. Hold on. So I'm thinking that you was gonna say the bully was big or muscular, big or that.
Nah, he said boop. I
Stop
like, don't like, yo,
A
nigga.
nigga named Sebastian.
Hey man, so hey y'all, we gotta get out of here, man. This podcast is brought to you by Boop. Hey man, hey, listen. When y'all get in the comments, somebody please put Boop. Hey man, listen. Hey, thank y'all so much.
Thank Erica. Thank you for hanging out.
Erica, thank you for coming out. Erica, you said you was how old?
Yeah, I ain't never said how old I am. Grown and full.
Grown and
Grown and full.
This is Atlanta.
All day, ATL, Hope, West Side. West Side,
And this is Live Replacement. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast. Y'all make sure y'all comment, like, share, do all that. Also, y'all make sure y'all follow the Yeah We Talk Like This IG page. Yeah We Talk Like This for real. For our guest, the Queen, Miss Erica Duches. Our guy Lab Love, who is still getting what is he getting?
Prostate
again. Third doctor in 3 days. Third doctor.
He just want to make sure.
They're trying to get the right size finger.
They pass that nigga around.
They pass him around. Laugh for the street. Say Lab went home and pulled it out somebody's Super Bowl ring. Oh, nigga.
Hey, you looking at that sis in here? Don't, bitch.
What? Come and see.
Hey, yo, we out, man. Hey, yeah, there it is.
Peace.